That's insane. Well,
Yeah.
so you mentioned the Ivory figure. I want to get into that now.
Yeah.
That is something that lives in my mind from when I was a kid. My friend and I collecting action figures, and the Hornswoggle figure. They were all coming out because they were rare. I feel at
So I
least.
think you're thinking. I think you're thinking the gold one
Maybe I'm
because the
thinking.
ivory. You're thinking the gold statue one on the second row. The ivory was never in stores. The ivory was one of one. Well, ivory was one of 500,
Of one of 500. Okay.
and the glow in the dark is one of 100. So the reason that these came to be, Jeremy Power, literally Padower. I don't care. I don't speak for a living. I just run a podcast. Uh, he worked for Jax. He started the Classic Superstars line. He was the WWE guy. I'm pretty sure I bugged Jeremy so much and the other people at Jax to get figures of mine so much that I know for a fact the story I got with the glow in the dark figure is we're only making 100, so Dylan can never get one, and it'll bug him forever. I got one, Jeremy. I got one. It's in my case. I think I have two. I think I have one loose, another one loose as well. Could be wrong. But that's the story on the glow in the dark. And then the ivory was essentially the same thing. How it was one of 500 just for like employees. I always heard.
Okay. Why was it you that they picked?
Because I bugged the shit out of them. Literally, I bugged them. I bet I bugged them whenever I had a new figure. I was like, I need these, and I need a bunch of them.
Wow. So
Yeah.
that's a crazy story. I live in New York, and so that Toys R Us in Times Square, I
The
couldn't.
worst. I'm sorry. Hawkins, you could say it was the coolest thing. I probably went towards the end of its run. It was not good. Maybe in the beginning it was awesome. It sucked when I went.
It had its glory day, but I could tell you that, like, I don't know, maybe like 12-year-old me was like, okay, I'll get there when it's opening. There will be a Hornswoggle figure there when it's opening or something. Like, nothing. Just
No.
they
That's
just
why they were really, man, I just signed the nostalgia deal with WWE, and I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful to be recognized with that deal. But I'm very, very grateful because they're producing figures of me again. And I don't have to pay insane prices for them on the secondary market now because the major podcast screwed the market and they're making figures cool again. And my figures are going for astronomical amounts. It's insane, the secondary market, what my figures go for. So I've had to rebuy a couple of them because I have a rule where I need one loose and one in package of every figure of mine. It's insane. And they're just in storage. But I need them for you know what the thing is, and I just kind of reflected when I was doing it. My son, when he gets to an adult life, if he has kids, he can go, hey, this is what your grandpa did. This was what he produced, kind of thing. And it's really, really cool for me. So it's a cool thing to have.
absolutely. No, that is a word.
I literally live for him, which is something I've grown to enjoy and I've grown to accept. Is 90% of what I do for him. I literally brought Darby Allin stuff to WrestleCade to get signed for him.
I love it.
Rewind, recap, relive. Woo! That's what the world is watching.